Hi, welcome back. Welcome to this forecourt film for this absolutely stunning BMW 340i. This is the M Sport model. It's a 2016, has only one owner from new, with full BMW service history, in absolutely immaculate condition, and absolutely packed with a huge amount of specification direct straight from the factory. The condition is close to faultless as you can get. It really is absolutely stunning. 23,000 miles. As I mentioned, one owner from new. The car has quite clearly been garaged from new, and we do know that as well, but you can just tell from conditions when you're looking around the car and everything like that. It is in absolutely beautiful condition. There's nothing really to point out to you at all in terms of signs of any undue wear or anything like that. All four alloy wheels are in absolutely perfect and unmarked condition. You'll also see, as this is the M Sport Plus package car, we have the BMW M Sport braking system with the blue calipers. But coming down the side here, again, you'll see completely free of any dents, marks, scratches, or anything like that. All the mirror housing and everything, all in perfect condition. All the piano black trims. Got a sunroof on the car. If you want a telltale sign of whether or not a car's been garaged, you can come up here and just see, look at the quality of the paint up here. Pop this open, it's all like new, absolutely beautiful. Extremely rare to find them in this sort of condition and so well cared for. Very much the same story coming down the driver's side. I won't show each individual wheel, but you can see again just how lovely the paintwork is and no signs of any damage anywhere at all. Absolutely beautiful. We'll start at the back and I'll show you under the engine bay and through the interior, so you can remotely open the boot there and that will open up. Again, this is probably one of the cleanest boot areas I think I've ever witnessed. Normally you would get little scratch marks and things like that on some of the plastic bits there, and certainly on the loading area here as well, but there really is absolutely nothing to point out whatsoever. You've got your toolkit here. Previous owners very kindly laminated the tyre pressure table there as well. Again, all in absolutely fabulous condition. Believe it or not, BMW charge you to have split folding rear seats, so this car has been upgraded with that. It's also been upgraded with slightly further by having the 40-40-20 split, so therefore you can put the middle bit down there for skis and things like that, but you can just pop the rear seats just by pulling this lever there. As with all BMWs, they are running with run flat tyres, so you do get this handy storage area in the back there instead of a spare wheel. Warning triangle at the back, and that's pretty much that. Being the 340, it's the only model nowadays, or when this came out, that had the twin exhausts on it, all lovely and shiny and beautiful. And just look at the back bumper all the way down, so the condition is incredible. Just show you under the bonnet quickly. It's a double pull, one to release and the second one to unlock it. And then we can lift this up. And again, you just see how beautifully clean everything is. Extremely well cared for. Obviously the 340 featuring the 6-cylinder 3-litre turbocharged petrol engine. Silky smooth and sounds absolutely beautiful as well. Just drop that down there. Additional bits and pieces on the outside. We've got the new style Icon adaptive lights here, so they twist with the car and turn into corners and things like that for lighting up the inside of the corners. And then you've got front and rear parking sensors, and then this car's also been equipped with the rear camera as well. So you'll see that is just hidden neatly underneath the boot badge there and just above the number plate. It gives a really decent view. In the back, pretty much suspect that this car's never had anybody sat in the back of it. It is completely unmarked. Look at the leather all the way through. Absolutely stunning. Obviously no kick marks to the back. It's also been upgraded with a storage pack as well, so you've got the magazine nets and things on the back, 12-volt socket, and then also the 3-zone climate control there for the back as well. But yeah, absolutely perfect condition. Pull down rear cup holders in the armrest and then you've got the additional pull down there for the through load, and that just clicks back up. Through to the front, and again, condition is absolutely beautiful. Anybody that's looked anywhere close onto some of these know that these can get kicked, and little scratches and things like that can form on here. It's been beautifully well cared for. I think someone's taken a lot of care every single time they've got in and out of the car. Completely wonderful and untouched. You've got really nice silver inlays that work extremely well with the piano black finishes that run across the side there, and obviously the black Dakota leather that's all the way through. Being the M Sport Plus car, it's also been upgraded with Harman Kardon Logic 7 surround sound system. We've got power folding door mirrors. This can be done automatically when you lock the car, the mirrors will fold in, or you can manually do it pressing the button there as well. Because we've got the storage pack, we also get this additional storage area here, just down there by the driver for smaller items. We've got automatic headlights, automatic windscreen wipers, and then coming across here, beautiful chunky 3-spoke M Sports steering wheel. The leather is absolutely fabulous and immaculate. You get all the stitching and everything like that on there. This really is as close to a new car as you're going to get, which is absolutely incredible, bearing in mind it, like I said, it is a 2016 car. It's been also upgraded with lumbar support, as well as electrically adjustable seats with memory for the driver's side. Also heated seats for the front driver and passenger, and also a heated steering wheel as well. We should look down here, we should have the button for the heated steering wheel, which is just there, which is obviously lovely in the winter. Cruise control, media settings here for your volume control and all that kind of stuff as well, and obviously paddle shift gear change. If we press our foot on the start stop button, it's a keyless start system. Hear the engine kick in, sounds absolutely fabulous. That's already started to quieten down now. We have the full black panel display, which is basically a digital display that shows up here on the dashboard. Otherwise you would have normal traditional gauges. It just means that depending on which sort of driving modes that you're in, it'll actually change the display there, and also put things like satellite navigation instructions and everything like that as well. Also upgraded, I don't know if you just see it, there is the head-up display. Again, can show you warnings, obviously your current speed, the current speed limit as well, which actually tell you how fast you should be going, and again any sort of warning signs and things like that will also come up on the display there as well. I'm just going to try and zoom out a little bit. Ignore the flashing screen, that's purely down to the camera that we're using and the frame rate on it, rather than the screen flashing itself. It's all absolutely fine and as it should be. Just finish off on bits on the dashboard just to sort of show you around. You've got memory buttons here. These can be used from anything from a radio station to an entry in your phone book, or even just a specific menu within the iDrive system. This has actually got the slightly later generation here iDrive system with the panels that go across. A lot of the functionality all very, very similar. We'll come back to that in a second. So yes, you've got all of those, the short key buttons up on there, volume control and on and off for the media, mode to cycle through from your radio, Bluetooth and CD and all that kind of stuff as well. You still actually have a traditional CD slot. Traffic management here as well. So again, you have the announcements there for traffic. These are the buttons for the heated seats, as mentioned, so driver and passenger, and then also climate control here as well, separate temperatures for driver and passenger, and then also it does actually blow out at the back as well, which is really useful, but obviously all air conditioned and lovely and ice cold. Dropping down here, being the facelift model, they've got the sliding open cup holders here rather than the removable lid. That was always a really stupid idea, so I'm glad to see that. Another 12-volt socket. Slide all this back over on here. We've obviously got the legendary ZF automatic gearbox in this car. You can use it manually if you like by dropping the car down to drive. You can knock it across to the left and then you can go up and down the gears from there, but obviously this car is also equipped with the paddle shift as well, so you would probably use the paddle shift more often. As with all F30 BMWs, they have the different modes here for Sport and Eco Pro. This particular car has been upgraded with the adjustable M Sport dampers as well, so this will actually have like a comfort mode as well, and it'll actually firm the suspension rather than just making the steering heavier and things like that as well. So it's a bit more of a sort of switchable driving mode, which is quite good. And then press here, we've got front and rear parking sensors as mentioned, and if we put the car into reverse, you will see the rear camera kicking in there as well, so that all shows up on there. Newer style iDrive controller with handwriting recognition, so you can for putting in things like satellite navigation instructions or looking through your phone book. And then if we come up to the main screen, like I said, they've got this new sort of tile kind of layout up on here. So if we come through to media, you've got everything from your DAB digital radio as well as FM and AM stations, also connections here for auxiliary and Bluetooth. You can also play DVDs as well as CDs on the main player there, and the car also has a music hard drive as well, so you can actually download music into the car and play it back from there. So plenty of different media options. Communications is for your telephone, so obviously the car's equipped with Bluetooth for voice calls. Navigation, this covers you for the whole of Western Europe. Being the professional media package, you have the larger screen here as well, which again is a real joy to use. All very, very nice and simple to use actually, even with the newer style system, and you can zoom in and out. Obviously it also contains things like traffic reports and stuff like that as well, so that's all really nice and easy to use. I'm going to try and make it stop flickering by, there you go, doing that. What else have we got? Connected drive, they kind of changed this sort of thing around quite a lot of the time. You used to have an account, you could go on there and sort of buy apps and stuff like that, and it's been replaced by the My BMW app. And then if we come through to vehicle settings, this is essentially like a control panel for the whole car, so you can make changes to interior lighting, how long the exterior lights stay on, the central locking settings and stuff like that. That's all configurable through here. Technology in action, we can have things like sport display, so it'll actually show you how many newton meters of torque you're pulling, and the power that you're using as well. Also efficient dynamics displays for eco driving. And then if we come through to vehicle status, we've got full tyre pressure monitoring system, so that it will actually individually monitor each tyre and tell you what the current pressure level is, so that you know if you're if they're under pressure or losing pressure. Also check things like the engine oil level as well, as there's no dipstick on the car. Through to servicing requirements, this will come through and tell you what needs to be done and when. This car is booked in for an oil service this afternoon, so I just thought I'd get this video done before we wave it off to the garage to have an oil service. So that will be done today, which essentially means that it will not require an oil service again for another 2 years. They're on 24-month intervals. Brake fluid service is not due until November 24. A vehicle check at the same time. Front brake pads are obviously relatively recent and have 42,000 miles worth of wear left on them, and rear brake pads are very new with 80,000 miles worth of wear left on them. So like I said, everything will be absolutely up to date. We've just put a new MOT on the car as well, and all was good. And then through here we'll give you all of the BMW service history. Tells you which centre it's been to. This particular one is BMW in Salisbury, where it's been throughout its entire life and also supplied from. And if we click into these individual ones, it'll actually tell you what's been carried out and at what mileage as well. Big one there with all the spark plugs and everything like that as well. So yeah, everything, as we mentioned, will be done and up to date. And that's pretty much it here for this screen, I think. Yeah, just in terms of the rest of the interior, as I said, we've got this wonderful sunroof as well. Quite an expensive option, quite a rare option. So very nice to see, but just look at the level of quality and just the overall condition of the car. Again, anybody that's looked at these closely, this particular model, will know that you do often get little chip marks and scratches and things like that, just from people using the car, people that are wearing rings and things like that as well, watches, bracelets. There is not a single scratch through here. It is as close to new as you're going to get. Absolutely wonderful. And the steering wheel, I'll keep going on about it, but it's not gone shiny or anything like that. It is absolutely stunning all the way through. I hope you found this short video useful. This really is an absolutely stunning and immaculate car throughout, like full service history, 2 keys, new MOT, all servicing done. And like I said, I genuinely feel that you will not find a better presented version on the market today. If we can help with any further information, if you require any finance figures or you have a part exchange to value, then please do let us know through our website, which is jajarvis.co.uk. We would be more than happy to help, and would obviously love to be able to show you the car in person. Thank you very much again for watching, and we'll see you next time.